Hello everybody, welcome to the Saturday edition. So in one of my previous videos regarding skills migration to Australia, I did advise you not to go for a priority processing with the vetassess for your skills assessment in a huff. What that essentially meant was that since the assessment bodies take a lot of verification checks in order to give you a positive skills outcome, it is not advisable to just lodge your application and not be prepared for the interview. If only you're prepared for the interview, then go ahead and lodge your assessment. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this today is because we have some huge changes lined up for Australia migration, perhaps in the first week of December or max by the mid of December. Yes, Australia migration is going to hopefully become a lot easier than it is today, which means that a lot of applicants, or let's say a lot of aspirants who are not eligible today will be eligible, and we are looking at a surge in the applications for skills assessments. Now, as I also shared in my previous videos, a lot of you are probably bogged down with the fact that since the nomination quota allocated to the states by the DH is very limited, so you're probably speculating on whether to apply for Australia skill migration or not. So I had also shared with you in my video that the annual quota for the year 23-24 is 190,000, with about 70 to 75% quota being dedicated to skilled migration. Therefore, the figures that are let's say the stats that are given to the states, the numbers that are allocated are going to swell up in times to come. Now, interestingly, what a lot of you do not understand is that whenever we talk about Australia migration, nomination, or policy changes, or the process becoming easier, you need to understand that these policies or these favorable changes are only going to affect those who already have cleared their first step, that is, who already have a positive skills assessment. Now, in the year 2023, we saw a huge intake of applicants who got their nominations. In fact, clients have been telling me, ma'am, we've never seen so many applicants get their nominations. In fact, we literally had everybody on board. There was literally nobody left. Very few applicants who are getting nominations now. But that only happened because those applicants were all set with their positive skills assessment and their English proficiency scores and ready with their EOIs. Now, in order for you to take advantage of the upcoming changes which are going to be introduced very soon, you need to ensure that you have a positive skills assessment. Now, what is the downside of the favorable changes being introduced? What's going to really happen is that once the favorable changes are introduced, people will have a sudden realization it is happening. Australia migration is easy and we are eligible, so let's get started ASAP. Now, at that time, people are going to lodge their applications for skills assessment, but the vetassess, which is the largest skills assessment body that assesses around 360 professional occupations, will not be able to accommodate such a large number of applications, and they will have to only accept those applications for priority. Applicants who have a very genuine reason, such as losing points for age or documents expiring and so on. At this point of time, as on today, anybody and everybody who says I want or my preference is to go for a priority processing is by and large getting an approval for priority processing. They are not concerned with whether you have any need for urgency or not. But as the number of applications increase in about 2 to 3 weeks of time, the vetassess is probably not going to entertain, or let's say accept, your application under priority processing, and you will have no choice but to route your application through a standard processing. And a standard processing time frame stipulated on the vetassess website is anything from 16 weeks to 20 weeks, and who knows, it may even take longer. So please take it as a word of sincere advice. Get your skills assessment done today, because if you want to benefit from the positive or the favorable changes lined up for you coming up very soon, you need to make sure that your skills assessment is approved and with you. Until next time, bye-bye and take care. And if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with us on CaanWings@gmail.com, or give us a call on 78498 78498. We'll be very happy to take up your questions.